Hi everyone, we're in Lisbon right now, Portugal. It's my first time here in this country, which is kind of funny considering how close to my actual country is. But yeah, first time here. I'm currently staying at a hostel and it's so quiet that I'm not sure if people are out or they're resting, so if you hear me whispering, that's why. I just arrived from Madrid. I thought this vlog was going to be a Madrid and Lisbon trip, but I didn't really film a lot while I was in Madrid. It was a very short express trip. I was only there for basically a day and a half. I went with a couple of friends to see Shawn Mendes on the road again tour that I got tickets for while I was in Malaysia. If you saw my Malacca vlog, at the end I added the time when we got the tickets. It was a very stressful time, but we made it here. We made it to this week, and the reason why I'm in Lisbon, it's because I'm seeing him again tomorrow, and I thought I could just make it a sort of trip vlog since I'm staying in Lisbon for 4 days to sort of, take the opportunity to see the city and see the country and, visit a new place that it's been on my mind for a while, but I never really had the chance to come. So this is, my first time here, and it's going to be really, really exciting. I don't really want to make like a very long introduction here, but since I filmed a little bit in Madrid, I thought I could start the vlog directly in Lisbon and just tell you a little bit about what we did in Madrid, because it was a very fun, even though it was short, it was a very fun and exciting visit. So we stayed in a hotel that was really, really good. It was quite cheap for August, because I would say if you ever want to come to Madrid and you want to experience a bit of a quieter metropolitan life, go in August to Madrid, because the streets and the parks and like everything was so empty. Like things were open in their majority, but like there was almost no one in the streets, and it felt really, really chill, really quiet for a European city. So yeah, if you have to go to Madrid, go in August, I could say. The weather is really hot, but aside from that, we had a really great time. The prices for the hotels tend to be quite cheap as well. And we stayed in this hotel in the El Retiro area. We went to see the Royal Botanical Gardens, where they had lots of varieties of trees and flowers. And it was such a nice little stroll to do very early in the morning before the sun started like really hitting. And that was the day of the concert. We had fairly good seats. I thought the venue was going to be bigger. Like the venue was big, but for some reason I imagined it to be much bigger, and we had seats on the floor but like towards the back of it, and I thought we would have some restrictive views, or like if people were going to stand up, we wouldn't really be able to see a lot of the stage and stuff. Like I thought it would be much farther than it ended up actually being, and I was so happy about that because we had really great views throughout the show. There were these really like big screens on either side of the stage as well, that allowed you to like see what was happening from up close.
Me voy a tratar a hablar en español, pero no tengo muchas palabras, por favor, paciencia. Estamos muy felices de estar aquí contigo. Muchísimas gracias, muchísimas gracias. It's already clear that in a few songs, this is the loudest crowd of the entire tour so far.
Overall, it was a really, really lovely experience. Like, I swear to God, I will follow this guy to the ends of the earth, because I already saw him in Berlin last year. I also did a vlog about that, and that was my first time ever seeing him live. And the way he sings, like his voice live, I actually consider it to be much better than the recordings, like the recorded studio versions from his albums, because I feel like he has such a powerful voice and so much charisma that even though it's literally just him and a guitar on the stage, there's also the band as well and like some visual effects here and there, but ultimately it's just him and a guitar and his voice. And he manages to bring such a fun and energetic like vibe. I feel like now that I'm going to see him again tomorrow, even though I've already like heard these songs live, I've heard this set list, I know what to expect. I'm going to have such a magical time either way, because it's such a wonderful experience. Like, I'm not a huge concert person. I normally don't really tend to go to concerts, but when it comes to this guy, I just love hearing him live. Like, if you ever have the chance to go and see him, if you know any of his songs, like, I would hugely recommend going, because you will have a really fun time, even if you're not like a big fan or anything. It's amazing, incredible, and can't wait to repeat that again tomorrow. Also, fun fact, I met some of his band and team at the airport when I was about to board the flight to come to Lisbon, because he was obviously flying to come here to play tomorrow, and all of his, team and band as well. And some of them just happened to be on my flight, which I found surprising and very random. I could imagine that they all travel together, and it took me like some minutes of like staring at them from like the distance to be like, is it them? Is it really like his actual team and band? I ended up approaching and saying hello to one of his band members and his social media manager as well, which I know them from like social media and stuff. And they were so lovely. I only talked to them for like 5 minutes because I really didn't want to bother them a lot, but they were very like close to the queue to start boarding the flight, and they were just, both of them were just standing talking to each other, and I walked past because I was going to like a queue for the flight, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna approach and say hello, and that's it. And we did talk for like 5 minutes, and they were really nice, all smiley, really lovely people. So yeah, that was a very fun fact from the trip. And now we're here, and we're gonna stay here for the next 3 days. Very tired, but I think I'm gonna go for a little stroll around the area. We're at the very center of the city. So yeah, welcome to Lisbon, guys, and thank you for traveling with me with these vlogs. I am so in love with everything that I'm seeing. These streets are so European, but like they're different from the streets that we have in Spain. They're similar but different at the same time. It's just really pretty. The buildings are so nice to look at. I'm in love with this style, to be honest. This is such a pretty area.
there's anyone that you lost, whether it's been lately or whether it was a long time ago, this can really be an opportunity just to think about them and to sing one for them and to celebrate them. If anyone's coming to mind right now, put them into your heart and let's sing this song for them. Let's do some inside of control. Underneath your skin, you had a heart of gold. Take this out my heart, make it on your own. You'll never be alone. You'll never be alone. Beautiful. You can't take my youth away, so I'm will never end. As long as I wake up today, you can't take my youth away. But I will love you with the Muito obrigado. Thank you so much, guys.
I'm so tired from the concert, guys. I wasn't able to sleep until like 4 a.m. in the morning. For some reason, like I was very, I don't know, like excited still and like full of energy, and I really wasn't tired until like 4. And then I tried to like wake up early this morning to try and make the most out of the day. But I just crashed midday and I went back to the hostel to like rest for a bit. And now it's 8 p.m. and I thought I could go out and have something for dinner. I had a lot of things planned for today and I basically did none of them. So I'm gonna try and cram as much as possible tomorrow. So I'm just gonna go to the center right now, have something to eat, and then just go back to the apartment early and rest. And tomorrow, it's hopefully gonna be a better day. I'll be better rested for it. Exhausted. I'm exhausted. Portuguese people are so kind and nice. The second I sat down here, the waiter asked me like which country I was from to like bring me the menu in my language. And I've been speaking English everywhere in this country just in case some people might not speak Spanish, because I figured English is more universal in that sense, like they may speak it better for tourists and stuff. So I've been speaking English everywhere here. And as soon as I said I was from Spain, he switched immediately to Spanish and was like, oh, you're from Spain, speak Spanish, it's fine. And he just like brought me the menu in Spanish super fluidly. I love this. Kind of feels like home. But Portuguese sounds really beautiful. I've never really like tried to actively learn it because it sounds so similar. It sounds really similar to Catalan actually, not Spanish. And since I speak Catalan, I find it a bit easier to understand, especially when it comes to like reading. When it comes to speaking, it's a bit harder because of the accent and everything, and they speak really fast. So I usually don't like get anything if they speak to me in Portuguese. But reading, I have no issue with it. And something that always happens to me when I try to learn a language that is similar to the languages that I speak natively, I find it harder to learn them in comparison to languages that are nothing like my languages, because languages that are super, super different, you're going to have an easier time, I think, remembering specific words because they don't sound or read like anything you know. But with words that sound or look similar to your language, you mix them up easier. Or at least that's my experience. That's always happened to me with like Italian and French. Sometimes I will say a word and it's like similar, but I've said it in like the Catalan way with a French accent or something like that. So I don't know if this happens to anyone else that tries to learn languages, but that's always been my experience with languages that look and sound similar to my own. I find it harder to learn them for this exact reason. But Portuguese sounds really beautiful. It has like such a melodic, I don't know, tone, kind of like Catalan. I actually got told by a friend from outside of Spain once when I spoke to her in Catalan to show her the language, and she said that it sounds kind of like Portuguese and French to her. At least she's Irish, and I didn't really see the connection or like the similarity with Portuguese, but now that I'm here I see it. I really see it. Like the way they greet you here in the morning when you like enter an establishment or a shop or something, it's by saying hola bon dia, and in Catalan we say hola bon dia, which is it's basically the same. Like the first time I heard it I was like taken aback, but yeah, makes sense. I knew that Portuguese had similar like words to Spanish and Catalan, but I was not expecting it to be like or sound so close in some like words and sentences. Well, that's my time to eat. I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm not usually a fish person. I was planning on taking the train today to Cascais, but I missed it by like 2 minutes. So I thought I would walk there, and it's a 40-minute walk, but I'm honestly having a great time seeing all of the streets and all of the like architecture around here. Lisbon is genuinely so pretty. I'm in love with it. I can't stop like repeating it, but like it's true. As I repeat in every single vlog, I love walking around cities and around places, especially places I don't know. Because otherwise I feel like you can miss out on a lot of different little spots and like hidden gems that you couldn't be able to see if you just move from one place to the next. So I love doing these things. Even though the sun is kind of toasting me, I've already got sunburned from the first day I spent here. It's a good sunburn. It's worth it. It's worth it to walk. I will forever recommend walking around cities you don't know and just discovering all of these little corners and places and exploring the place this way.